Hi there again, folks. Welcome back to the channel. So, just an observation of mine from using social media, things like Facebook, YouTube. I don't use Twitter, or X as it's now called. I had a Twitter account I think I made it in around about 2010, but to be honest, I never ever ever used it. I never posted anything on it. I think I logged into it a handful of times, and that's being honest with you. I mean, literally a handful of times. I have not logged into it since it's been X, and I haven't, like I say, I've logged into the old Twitter account. I just didn't see the point in it. I just always thought it was pointless, so I never get into it. Anyway, that's not really relevant to what I was wanting to just kind of say here. What I was wanting to say is I question the usefulness of debating people on matters of politics on social media. With YouTube, it's not really so much a debating platform. You make a video, you express your views. People can leave you comments if you set that, if it's allowed, things like that. But with things like Facebook, people are like trying to debate each other and on issues of politics and things like that. And really, I have to say it's pointless. It's absolutely pointless arguing with someone on Facebook. You're not going to change their mind. You're just not. And the amount of actual lack of intellect and the lack of common sense that can come across with people that are posting on Facebook and things like that. It's just because it's anybody can access it. You don't have to be an academic to access it. You can just go on and spout whatever you want. You don't have to have made an informed decision. You can just say what you think, yeah. And a lot of the times you're dealing with people that they don't know what they're talking about, but trying to argue with them is a waste of time because they just hit back at you and then they resort to insults. That's one thing I found about it. Insults. It's just pointless. Why? It's you're not going to change anybody's mind. It's just some randomer sitting behind a keyboard that thinks he can say whatever they like. They don't necessarily know what they're talking about. And I have to say, right, for certain things that goes for people like me as well, yeah. Try to keep myself informed as best I can, but at the end of the day, like I fall into this trap and it really is a waste of your time. It's a waste of your energy. You're not going to change anybody's mind by typing a comment on Facebook, and it's just a waste of your time trying to argue with these people. It's absolutely pointless. Go and do something better with your time. That includes me as well, because it's absolutely not worth your time arguing with randomers on Facebook. You're not going to change their viewpoint. It's not like you're sitting in a room in a meeting or something and you're trying to put a point across and you've got evidence and things like that. That's another thing, right? Even if you present evidence to these people that you're debating with on Facebook, quite often they just won't accept it. They'll just flat out won't accept it. They'll just say that's your opinion. And it's just like I say, it's absolutely not worth your time. Like I say, I question the usefulness of it. Who, uh, what's the point? It's not going to you're not going to achieve your political aims on Facebook. You're just getting into pointless spats with people that you're just wasting your time and energy. You're not going to achieve your goals. I think that the only way you could possibly do that is by getting involved in politics properly, if that's something that you were really passionate about. For me, I just think the whole game's rigged. I think they're all in it for themselves. The politicians don't care one jot about your living situation. They care more about fringe, fad politics, the politics of the transgender movement, things like that. They are not going to act in your interest as far as trying to get food prices down, the cost of living down. They're just going to shaft you right, left, and centre one way or another. You're not going to come out on top out of any of this. Maybe if you become a politician and you can then cream off the taxpayer and just not do anything. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Maybe that'll be a game for you if you can get into it. Who knows? But as far as social media goes, it's a wasteland basically. It's like obviously people can raise issues and things like that, but the discourse is never serious, and it always usually results to insults eventually, and it can be very frustrating, but it's certainly not the battleground of it's not where the wars are going to be fought out. It's pointless. You're not going to achieve anything by arguing with people on these platforms. Your energy would be much better if you invested it in actually, if you're into politics, try and get into politics proper, or maybe you know of other ways like in real life that you can actually influence people by actually talking to them face to face, door to door, things like that. Because these platforms are, like I say, they're a wasteland, and honestly, I don't see any usefulness of debating people on social media. It's it's just a complete waste of your time and energy. Anyway, that's just a bit of a rant that I just wanted to get out there. But I just feel I had to say that because there's no point. Do something more productive with your time. Thanks for watching.